Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Whoa, big guy. I just want you to know, Cat. It's personal!
It kind of feels personal.
Now, Memorial Day in the United States is a time that most people use to gather their family, get things done in the yard, open their pools even, and for many it's a day of remembrance. It is a federal holiday here in the United States for honoring and mourning military personnel who have been lost while serving in the United States Armed Forces. It's been observed for hundreds of years, and it's an important day for a lot of reasons. You know, regardless of what your opinion is of the actions perhaps that these that the armed forces have partaken in, it's important to remember that the individuals, the brave men and women that signed up to serve, weren't necessarily behind some of the decisions that you maybe didn't like. They signed up to protect this country, to serve their country, and they did so bravely, and many paid the ultimate price. It is a day where respect is paid because it has been earned. It isn't a stupid Hallmark holiday like Galentine's Day or other ridiculous holidays set to produce cash. It's a day where those who have earned our respect get it, and to use it for clickbait and hit pieces, absolutely, unequivocally disgusting, pathetic, and that's exactly what Comic Book Resources did. They waited. You know, this is a website. Just to give you an example of why people do this, and again, don't go to their website. Don't give them traffic. Just, you know, block them on Twitter. You know, archive their stuff if you want to share it. But this is a website that gets very few interactions on regular articles. I see this with exclusively games. You know, it's the biggest thing holding it back. Yeah, we're covering ho-hum video game stuff. Nobody cares. You know, a small group of people care, but it's the outrage that gets clicks. We can see 23 minutes ago, 8 likes. 25 minutes ago, 5 likes. You know, 1 like, 3 likes, 11 likes, 1 comment. Almost no interaction. An hour, not a single comment. You know, 2 hours, not a single comment. They write about Ghostbusters 2016 and politics. There you go, and 34 comments. Then they write about Hulk Hogan, 1 comment. They write about DC Universe's Stargirl, which, by the way, it looks pretty good. You know, it's kind of one of those CW Supergirl Batwoman shows, but it looks like they're doing it right. I mean, it's the reason I haven't roasted it. In fact, I used it as an example of doing it right. We get some news on Deadpool. Again, very little interaction. 1 comment, no comments. Then we get down to 3 hours ago, and you'll notice. Still, 3 hours, not a single comment on any of this stuff, right? Nothing. But they thought today, of all days, would be a good day to write a hit piece about Captain America. And interestingly enough, I don't know if they've now deleted it. This is strange. Did I miss it? I refreshed the page, and it looks like they've now deleted the tweet after insane backlash. Unless they changed the picture, I can't see it anymore. Interesting. I mean, it's almost like you asked them for that. I saw Geeks and Gamers retweeted it. I wonder if they've now deleted that. Let's see. No. Maybe it was Jeremy Prime. I'm caught off a little guards here. Oh, they did delete it. Yep, they deleted it. The initial thing here, this is a nonsense exists for one reason, to get negative reactions from fans, only to turn around and complain about toxic fans. And why? And so now they've deleted the tweet, but did they delete the article? Because here's the initial tweet. On, of course, Memorial Day. Steve Rogers wasn't a hero for becoming Captain America. He was selfish. That's what CBR decided to do on Memorial Day. And you know, let's see actually if the article is still up or not, or if they've taken it down. But make no mistake about it, they wrote this article, they published this article on Memorial Day to get rage clicks, and the article is still here. Steve Rogers wasn't a hero for becoming Captain America. He was selfish. Well, he's Marvel's golden boy. Steve Rogers deciding to be Captain America was based on his own selfish desires. Now, interestingly enough, this is the type of website that doesn't allow comments. I wonder why. I wonder why they might not want any kind of feedback on this. By Caleb Clark, an absolute clown. Captain America is one of the most important characters of Marvel history, and without him, many of the great stories of Marvel Universe would not happen or wouldn't be the same. Duh. He is central to the entire framework of Marvel storytelling, and Captain America is an emblematic of justice, honesty, perseverance, making him the ultimate culmination of the American ideal. However, the decision for Steve Rogers to become Captain America is inherently selfish. Steve was rejected from service due to his small stature and health issues. But then his life changes when he was invited to join the Super Soldier program, which is how he becomes Captain America. However, when removing the context of what he would become, yeah, that's good. You should remove context. You know, that's always the sign of a great argument, is when you have to first remove context. The decision is selfish. Rather than contribute in the way that's best suited to him, Steve chooses to go under experimental treatments to artificially enhance himself, to still serve his country. Are you joking? Steve's choices to become Captain America is rooted in fetishization of hyper-masculine rather than an innate desire to do good for this country. Are you freaking kidding me? CBR, if this clown writes another article for your website, I will be shocked. You wrote this with the express intent to enrage people on Memorial Day. I'm not mad about it. You just showed your true colors. This is exactly what modern day games journalism is, and journalism is in general. It's having to stoop down to inducing rage, to decide how low am I going to sink today, for example, to get a few clicks to my website. These people are pathetic. This is a bold claim against America's golden boy, yet context matters. But I thought you said you had to remove context when removing the context. Stephen is initially someone unfit to serve on the front lines. It's tough and hurtful, but the reality of the situation. If his concern was truly about how he could best serve his country, he would accept his station in life and make the most of it. What? He made the ultimate sacrifice. Are you joking? He did whatever it took. Oh my God. I'm not going to look this guy up on social media, but I get the feeling that they're some sort of communist sympathizer. That's all I can think. He could have tried to become a merchant marine, train as an officer to stay at home and help with the production of materials. All of these can contribute to things like Steve supposedly wanted to, but that isn't good enough. Steve, in his eyes, has to be on the front lines. So that's where he wants to be, and he was willing to put in the time to make it happen. It's understandable for a young man to want to prove himself to his peers and country, yet even if deep down his intentions are altruistic, I'm still going to complain about it. The steps he takes to pursue those instincts are selfish. In Steve's mind, there is only one way to contribute, and that happens to be the only way he wants to. Okay, I didn't see other people lining up. Captain America is known for his altruism and willingness to sacrifice everything for what he believes is right, yet there is something selfish within that, because Cap's altruism is in what he believes is nothing else. Cap will fight against anyone who opposes his worldview, including his friends. Just look at the catastrophic bad behavior that breaks out in Civil War comic arc when in its accompanying film. These events happen because Cap is uncompromising, and nothing will shake his worldview. Yeah, that's also generally a good thing. Yeah, you can go so far, but it's not surprising to me that somebody who would write this article and release it on Memorial Day wouldn't understand what personal principles are. I mean, it's just, this is modern journalism. This is who we get. You know, we get to use Marvel's Captain America to dump on soldiers on Memorial Day. I mean, is that where we are now? CBR, is that where you are? And believe me when I tell you, this article was getting completely ratioed. Now they left the article up on their website, but it'll be interesting to see. You know, let's see if Caleb Clark, what other types of things. Sorry, Rick and Morty fans, StoryTrain.com isn't real. The Mandalorian, I mean, why would you write this? It's so crazy. You know what? I can't help myself. I'm just going to look. I'm just curious. Nope, nothing so far. This has Communist Cuck written all over it. Congrats, Caleb. I mean, oh, they delete. Yeah, I don't understand where this original tweet is and all the replies to it. But, you know, Caleb doesn't seem to be around. You know, maybe he's out here on Twitter somewhere. It's difficult. It's difficult to know. I'm not gonna hunt him down. He's a clown. They deleted the article, or they deleted the website, the tweet, and it'll be interesting to see if they delete the article. Right now, it's still up. They're happy to collect the clicks and the ad revenue. Pathetic behavior, CBR. Pathetic new low for modern-day urinalists, and they should be ashamed of themselves. But, of course, they won't be because McClicks. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.